the process of dissolution stage of the death, according to the Tibetan Buddhist point of view. Actually, death is 100% sure, sooner or later will be existent, because we are already born. So death is after the birth. So during the dissolution stage of the death, we believe the nature, the definition between of physical body and the mental consciousness totally is different. So our physical body normally, like the flesh, such solitude object, tangible form, composed by the four elements, particularly earth element. And the blood of our body element is composed by the water element. The breath element composed by the wind element. The temperature of our body element composed by the fire element. So these four elements, the substantial continuity, the lineage comes from the genes, from father and from mother, the two cells, from father and from mother. So these continuities comes from our past life, and our grandfather and grandmother, so on. So therefore, during the death, the process of dissolution stage of death, when we get unpleasant disease for the actual cause of death, that terms also will be dissolved into the same place in the very beginning, when they create the creation, the stages from these subtle elements. So therefore, disintegration stages, moments of the process, also must be dissolving into the same place. Was grow up order way, and the end must be a reverse order way, will be dissolving into subtle elements. So therefore, during the death, flesh element will be dissolved into the earth element. Our body, the blood element will be dissolved into the water. Breath element will be dissolved into the wind element. And the temperature of our body will be dissolving into the fire element. That is the physical body, how dissolve, how stopping. But still, as the consciousness is a different way, the dissolution stage. So therefore, the five sense source consciousness gradually will be dissolved into the mental consciousness. The mental consciousness could be, there's two differences. One is conceptuality, one is non-conceptuality. And first, the concept mind or the conceptuality mind will be gradually dissolving into the non-conceptual mind. And non-conceptual mind, non-concept mind, again, there's three different kind of aspects. One is afflictive emotion mind. One is the base of all consciousness. And then one is the the clear light, best clear light. So therefore, the afflictive emotion mind, the consciousness afflictive emotion mind will be dissolved into the base of all consciousness, alaya, Sanskrit language, will be dissolved. And the end, even this base of all consciousness will be dissolving into the best clear light. Best clear light meant that is the designation, the basics, fundamental of all the different kind of the course level, the growth level of consciousness, which is a Buddha nature. In Tibetan Buddhism point of view, we say Buddha nature. That is the reality. All sentient beings' nature, primordial, pure, empty nature. That is Buddha nature. So the empty nature means essence is luminosity, as luminescence, as clarity. So finally dissolve into the best clear light. Then, because the karmic connections exhaustion completely, and the physical body, the energies, the power is completely exhaustion. And then the coarse level of both the physical body and the mental consciousness, all is dissolving, already dissolved into the of a subtler. So therefore cannot remaining together for their futures, cannot. So must be the end separation, or the consciousness separate from the physical body. So physical body leave behind, and consciousness is up with the imprint of our previous action stored on the mind. So with this, as we say, karma, the imprint of previous karma follow us only, consciousness. And then is the last moment clarity, awareness of this life is the cause. And the first moment clarity, awareness, just immediate, next moment the intermediate state of becoming, or intermediate state of existent is as the effect. So this is the next life start to performing, but yet not. So but separated consciousness. So then can live more than 49 days, the intermediate state of existent beings, which means is a consciousness already separated previous body, physical body, but yet not born next rebirth. And between there, we say intermediate state of existent beings. Only mental body existent, have no physical body. So this mental body carrying better karmic energies. So karmic energies carrying into next rebirth. I mentioned to you before the first questions, that terms, because if we have opportunity, have accumulated merits and the favorable conditions enough strong, and then these karmic energies carrying mental body to fund next rebirth again in the higher, list as fund the higher the human or God realms and a happy life, enjoyment life. Unfortunately, if the imprint of previous misdeed action is more strong stored on the mind, and the unfavorable conditions appears at the moments, and then these carrying negative karma, the energy of karma carrying us, our consciousness, the mental body carrying into the next rebirth, unfortunately, unfortunate, three different kind of, any kind of the three lower realms. That has happened. So, therefore, is during the dissolution stage of death, first to recognize different kind of the science, appears the different science of the dissolution stage of death, and then must be to preparation for a mentor with as much can the dying persons to focus one pointedly on the positive emotion, and as much can try the dying persons to free he or her, the perceptions to free from the negative emotions. That is the projecting motivation. If positive, and then projected will be projected result is a positive next rebirth. If the projecting motivation during the death, dissolution to the death, motivation is negative, and then will be bring the resultant, the projected result is also negative fruitions coming. So very important during the dissolution stage of death is to keep on the positive way, cultivating as much can on the positive emotions. That is very in brief way answer you how is the recommends or the process of dissolution stage of according to Tibetan Buddhism.